Hey you all, this is Attention Soul and I'm back with another word. I'm back with another message. And God had gave me this revelation yesterday, December 31st at 7:01 a.m. And which is crazy because my pastor, well, this ministry that I attend online, he had given out, if darn near not the same revelation, the same word, and I had watched it at 11 a.m. So I got this same revelation that my pastor had got at 7 in the morning that morning. What is that, 4 hours prior? So I'm going to try to give this out timely, precisely, and concisely. So first, I want to start off with that God had gave me Ecclesiastes. Lord, please forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but is it Ecclesiastes 1:16 through 18? And it said, I said to myself, I have acquired great wisdom, surpassing all who are over Jerusalem before me. And my mind has had great experience of wisdom and knowledge. And I applied my mind to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I have perceived that is also I have perceived that this also is a changing. Lord, please forgive me. I have perceived that this also is a chasing after wind. So, what God is saying is that chasing after wisdom, chasing after knowledge, is somewhat chasing after wind and trying to grasp wind, trying to hold wind within your hand. And if you all know that if you hold on to wind, it's gonna go right through your hand, right? So he's saying that basically to not lean on your own understanding and to come to him for all and everything, right? But it's not just that. It's saying that those who are wise, they are wise because of God. They are wise because of Christ. And one thing that not my professor, my pastor had confirmed to me is that you have to ask God for wisdom through faith. And you have to have faith through receiving wisdom. And that is something that we are within right now, within this season, is that we have to believe that all the wisdom that we are receiving from the Lord it's tied in and it partners with the faith that we also have, because you cannot be wise and also have faith. If you are constantly chasing wisdom, knowledge, to know more, and it is okay to want to know, but let me get to the word. Let me get to the other part of it, okay? Because knowing too much can make you folly, okay? So let me get to the revelation that I wrote down, 7:01 a.m. I wrote down, I said, God, let me know the reason why we have so many highs and so many lows. It's because of our unwillingness to accept without protest. The reason why life may seem extremely great and then extremely difficult at times is because of our pursuit to a fully explainable life. How we are born is explainable, but life itself is unexplainable and unpredictable. I want to say that again. How we are born is explainable, but how life itself, just how it is unexplainable and unpredictable, guys. Life is unexplainable and unpredictable. Although we may have visions and premonitions, so those who are seers who have vision and premonitions, the only person that will be able to see all is God. Being wise is good, but living in the pursuit to know all is folly. And that is something that I had just reiterated within Ecclesiastes 1:16 through 18, is that the hot pursuit to have knowledge, it can weaken your soul, it can weaken your faith, it can almost make you feel like you're grasping for air and that you're trying to hold on to the wind. It's almost like chasing the wind, guys, trying to hold on to the wind, guys, which is impossible, okay? You can't put a bag of wind and just, you know what I mean, and take off with it. It's impossible, right? So Being wise is good, but living in pursuit to know all is folly. God puts us through humbling moments because we must knoweth that this is our faith. That wait, God puts us through humbling moments because we must knoweth that is our faith is not fully in him, then we are not living in faith. Sometimes the unknown is the best place because this is when the unexpected can happen. This is when that suddenly moment can happen for you. And you want suddenly moments to be able to happen for you, okay? And for those who are waiting for a shift to happen in your life, God is saying that he wants you to be able to allow him to make the shift happen in your life. Stop chasing knowledge. Stop chasing wisdom, okay? And God led me to the words acquiescent and passively. He also led me to the number 14 in strong concordance, which means primitive root to breathe after, to be acquiescent, consent, rest, content, will, and to be willing. We have to be willing to trust in the Lord that he is going to not only deliver what we want or what we need within his will, but he is going to guide our footsteps step by step along the way. Okay? And if you don't know, I would read Proverbs and read about Solomon in Proverbs, because Solomon had tested out folliness over wisdom, and then he had realized that to be too wise was actually to be folly. Okay, guys. So you have to be willing to rest on the Lord, and give him consent to take will over your life. Okay? The Spirit of the Lord in the Old Testament means the breath, mind, and the Spirit of God. If we are willing to obey and breathe after God, or breathe his breath after him, God wants us to be one mind and one spirit. He does not want us to be one step over him. He does not want us to be two steps ahead of him. It's impossible to be two steps ahead of God. It is impossible, okay? And one thing my pastor had said, and he had confirmed to me, he had said that the day that you know everything God is going to do for you is the day that you are living a lie. The day that you know everything about God and everything that he is going to do in your life, you are lying to yourself. And that is something that I had to like come into revelation about, is that God, of course, he wants us to be wise and he wants us to ask for wisdom, but he doesn't want us to know more than him. And there is a limit. There's a stopping point that God has to cap us. God has to stop us from chasing the wind. He has to stop us from running off that cliff and chasing the wind and trying to grab onto something that isn't there. He has the steering wheel. He has control. Okay? And one last thing is that God doesn't want your experiences to go to waste or to be unfruitful. He wants whatever you have had to go through to lead you to fruitfulness. It may feel like God has forsaken you because you're like, God, I'm going through these experiences and I know they're making me wise, but where is it leading me? Okay. And that's where you're supposed to leave that into God's hands, right? Where is it leading me? Leave that into God's hands. Okay. And just know that God hasn't forsaken you. He is teaching you. Okay. Wisdom is valuable, but it does not lead to comprehensive understanding, okay? And one thing that I want to say, and I'm going to wrap this up, God just wants you to be able to trust in him, trust in his son, okay? And trust and believe that whatever plans that he has divinely made for you, he will not lead you astray. He wants you to feel smart and confident within yourself, but not know the plan fully to where you are not having any faith in him. Because if you know everything, you're not going to need him, and he needs you to rely on him, because there's so much happening in this world that is left out of our control and it is out of our hands. Okay, but have faith. Bring this word back to God if it resonated with you. I love you guys. This is Attention Soul. Okay, I love you.